Today we're going to be talking about different math operations, and we're going to be doing these 4 problems right here. And we're going to be kind of just creating just little mini Python programs that does a cool little math for us. So first off, what are the math operations? Well, the most common ones we're going to see is the addition, subtraction. We have a star that represents our multiplication. We have division. We have integer division, and we'll talk about that one when we get there. And we have exponents, and we have the modular operator. These are kind of the most common ones that you'll mostly see in Python programs, or just programming in general. So let's go ahead and get into the first problem. We're going to be creating a savings account. We're going to have a bunch of weekly bills, monthly bills, monthly savings, and yeah, we're just going to kind of build a program. So first thing we want to do is create a savings account. And in that account, we're just going to initially have $1,000 in it, for example, just for this case. And then we want to print that out, so we can print out something like original savings balance. And then we'll just print out savings account. If we go ahead and save this and run it, we will get exactly that right here, original savings balance, $1,000. And cool. Okay, so now what we want to do is create variables that are going to calculate our weekly bills and monthly bills. So what we're going to do is, and this is all just going to be random values. So we'll create a variable called weekly bills, and let's just say we have a weekly bill of $275. All right, now we want to use this information to figure out how much we are going to have in bills monthly. So 4 weeks in a month. So to do that, we can create a variable called monthly bills and set that equal to weekly bills and just multiply that times 4 instead of having to do something like weekly bills plus weekly bills plus weekly bills. We can shorthand that with multiplication and just say our monthly bills is going to be equal to whatever our weekly bills are, and then multiply times 4. Okay, cool. And then we can also print that out right here. So we can print out monthly bills is going to be monthly bills right here. And then if we go ahead and run this, we will get so we have a savings account with $1,000 in it, and then our monthly bills are going to be 275 times 4, which is $1,100. Cool. Okay, so we have our weekly bills, we have our monthly bills. We also want to, every month we want to save whatever we need an income. That's what we need. Okay, so we will create a weekly income variable, and let's say we make $485 a week. Well, just like monthly bills, we're going to do the same thing for monthly income, and we're just going to set that equal to our weekly income, and then multiply that times 4. And then let me move this down a little bit. Okay, cool. So we have a weekly income. Our monthly income is going to be whatever this number is times 4. So if we print this out, monthly income is going to be whatever our monthly income is. And we can go ahead and run this one too. And there we go. So we have a savings balance of $1,000. We have looks like $1,100 in bills a month, which is really great. And then we have a monthly income of $940. So now we have to calculate the difference, see what our disposable income is. So let's do exactly that. Let's create a variable called disposable income. And our disposable income is just going to be our income subtracted from our bills. So our monthly income subtracted from our monthly bills. And then let's actually make this a monthly disposable income variable so that we can also calculate, our annual amount. So, yep, that looks good. So let's also print this one out so we can see it. Monthly disposable income is going to be equal to this variable right here. And then again, we can just run this program and print it out just so we can see all our values. So we should have $1,000 in our savings. We should have $1,100 for monthly bills, monthly income of $1,940. The difference between our income and bills is $840, which is our monthly disposable income. Okay, cool. So now what we could do is we can calculate our annual disposable income if we'd like. Annual disposable income. It's just going to be our monthly one, but this time multiply times 12. And then, okay, let's also create a monthly savings amount. So monthly savings, and our monthly savings is going to be whatever our disposable income is. So whatever amount we have at the whatever like free money we have at the end of the month. So our monthly disposable income, and then we want to save out of that amount. We want to say, let's say 45%. So to get 45% of that, all we have to do is multiply that times 0.45. And we can print this out. Print monthly savings amount. And let's print out monthly savings. Oops. There it is. Monthly, there it is. Okay. And then again, we can run this program just to make sure it's running properly. And we get a monthly savings of $378. So $378 is 45, right? That's what we did, 40, yeah. So $378 is 45% of our monthly disposable income, which is $840. Cool, okay. So now that we have that, we want to add this amount to our savings account, right? So it doesn't do us no good if we're just calculating how much we're going to save. We actually have to put the money, into our savings account bank and actually start saving. So to do that, what we could do is take whatever our monthly savings is, whatever that number is, and just add it to our savings account. So to do that, all we have to do is savings account equals savings account plus our monthly savings. And what that's going to do is that's basically going to say, hey, you have $1,000 in your savings account. Okay, well, I want you to change that to be equal to the original amount plus whatever you want to add. So in this case, it was 378. So this line is the exact same thing as doing this right here on line 20. There's also a shorthand way of doing this line. We could instead just say savings account plus equals monthly savings. And again, these three are identical. Of course, you wouldn't write it like this because each month you might have a different amount. Your savings account is going to change every month, so you wouldn't want to keep it at $1,000. So you would clearly want to use one of these two ways. Definitely comes down to preference. I prefer this one. It's just really shorthand and fast to write. So we're going to go with that one for now. So again, this is just taking our original savings account and adding monthly savings to it. And then we could print out our updated value. So we can print out, and then how much time are we? We're at 9 minutes. Okay. So we can print out new saving account balance. And that's going to be equal to our savings account, just our original variable, because it got updated because we added monthly savings to it. So now we can go ahead and we get exactly that. So our original savings is $1,000 in our savings account. Our monthly savings is 378, and look at that. Our new savings balance is just our original 1,000 added to our monthly savings, which is 1378. Cool. So that is, I believe that's it for that one. We'll go ahead and go right into problem 2. So problem 2 is going to be really simple. So you have this credit card annual fee. So we'll create a variable that's going to keep track of whatever annual fee is for our credit card. So we'll just call this variable CC annual fee, And we'll set that this is a really high-end credit card. So we'll say the annual fee is $150. Okay, so what we want to do is we don't want to pay $150 up front. Usually you do, but for the sake of this example, we're not going to have to. We want to be able to make this into monthly payments. So to do that, we just take our annual fee and just split it up into 12 months. So we can do CC monthly payments. So our credit card monthly payments is just going to be equal to whatever the credit card annual fee is divided by 12. And then we can print that out. So we can do credit card annual fee. It's going to be equal to whatever the CC annual fee is. And then we also want to print out our credit card monthly payments. And that is going to be our CC monthly payments. And then I'm going to go ahead and comment this out now, just so we don't have to worry about seeing the prints. So if I go ahead and run it, we will get right here, credit card annual fee, $150, which is what we specified. And then our monthly fee is going to be $12.50. So if you want to do the math, $12.50 times 12 should equal 150. So this is just normal division. This little slash right here, we went over in the other examples, multiplication and addition. Where did we do addition? Oh, right here, when we added our monthly savings to our savings account. You could do the same thing for subtracting. So if you, we did also subtraction, right? So our monthly disposable income, we did monthly income subtracted by monthly bills. Okay, so we went over that one already. So let's move on to problem 3, which is going to be a cashier checkout, and we want to figure out how many bills to give the customer. All right, so let's say we go to a grocery store, buy a bunch of groceries. Our total price is going to be equal to $17.39, right? And we want to figure out, okay, well, how many $5 bills do I want to give this customer? Well, what we can do is create a variable. We'll call it $5 bills. That's just it's gonna store the total amount of $5 bills in $17.39, which should be 3. So to do that, we're not going to use division. We're going to use something called integer division, and I'll explain that a little bit more as we go. So $5 bills is just going to be our total price, but not divided by 5. We're going to do integer division by 5. So see, if we just divided it by 5, and I'll go ahead and print this out so we can see it. We're going to print out the amount of $5 bills, and this is going to give us some decimal point, right? Because we're doing $17.39 divided by 5. So it's giving us 3.478, but we don't want that 478. We just want to know, okay, we need 3 $5 bills. So to do that, instead of dividing like this, we actually want to use integer division. And what that's going to do is it's going to divide, it's going to do division, but whatever value it gets, it's going to automatically round it down. So if this were 3.992, it's going to round it down to 3. If it's 3.614, it's going to round it down to 3. In this case, 3.478. If we did integer division, save the file, and we ran it again, we're going to get 3 right here. So that's what we want. We want to figure out how many $5 bills, not the actual division. We want to know the integer division. Okay. So now that we know how many $5 bills to give to the customer, we want to give $15 to the customer, and we want to calculate our new total price, which should be $2.39. So to do that, we can just change our total price and set that equal to, let's see, our $5 bills. So in this case, it should be 3. And then we want to turn that into $15, because if we have 3 $5 bills, 3 each worth $5, we'll just multiply times 5. And our total price is going to be equal to our original total price minus the amount of $5 bills we're giving the customer. Now again, this could be shorthand by doing minus equal. I'm going to keep it like this for now, but you can do minus equal similarly to how we did plus equal right here on savings account. But I'll keep it like this for now. And then we are going to print out the number of $5 bills, and we're also going to print out our new total. That's going to be equal to our total price. And then we'll also print out our original total price right here at the top. And we'll go ahead and save this. Let's clear my screen and let's run this. Cool. So we have an original total price of $17.39. We have we've calculated that we need to give our customer 3 $5 bills, and then we did $17.39 times 3 times 5, which is 15, which gave us our new total price, our new remainder, which is $2.39.00001, or all those zeros. There's a way we can format that, and we'll do that in another video. For now, we'll leave it the same. And again, we could do the same thing to calculate the, how are we doing on time? Ooh, we'll skip it. We can do the same thing to calculate $1 bills. It would just be something like $1 bills is just going to be equal to our total price, integer division, $1 bills. And then you could do that for every dollar bill, or you can do that for quarters, and it'd be 0.25 total price, integer division, the quarters. So you can do that with integer. Yeah, that's how you use integer division. Okay, sorry, we're running really short on time. I'm trying to get all this in. Okay, so now let's go over exponents. So we went over division, integer division, adding, subtracting, and I believe that's, what else did we need to go over? Oh, we need exponents and modular operator. Okay, so exponent, let's say we want to calculate the area of our room. Our room is 12 feet by 12 feet. So our width, we have a room width of 12 feet, and then we have a room length to 12 feet. So this would just be 12 feet times 12 feet, or 12 feet square. So what we could do is calculate the area of this room and just say 12, or we can just say room width, since we know they're the same, we can just do room width exponents 2. If we needed the, I don't know, like 12 to the third power, like let's say we wanted to calculate the volume or something, then instead of to the second power, it would just be to the third power. Okay, and then I'm not going to print that out. I'll let you guys do that on your own. And then last one, I don't have a problem created for it. But this one is just going to be the Modulo Operator, and essentially what it does is it just returns the remainder to you. So for example, if I have 6, and then Modular Operator is going to be the percent sign. So if I have 6% 2, essentially this is going to calculate, okay, how many times does 2 go into 6? 2 goes into 6 3 times, and there's a remainder of 0. So 6 modular 2 would calculate to be 0. And then we could run this just to make sure. Go ahead and save that. And let's run it. We should get 0 right here. Now if we had 7 modular 2, 2 goes into 7, again 3 times, but there's a remainder of 1 this time. So 7 modular 2 should give us 1. If we do, let's see, 8 modular 3, 3 goes into 8 2 times with a remainder of 2. So if we run this, we'll get exactly that. Right here we get our 2. And you could do this with any 2 numbers. We could do, I don't know, we'll try something crazy. 67 modular 10. So 10 goes into 67 6 times with a remainder of 7. So if we run this, we should get 7 as our remainder. Cool. So that's it. So yeah, those are all the main math operations. Again, we have addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, integer division, exponents, and the modular operator. All very important. If I went a little too fast, I was just trying to crunch all of these different math operations into one video. Feel free to pause the video and go over the examples, mess around with things, add different variables, do different math operations, and yeah, just get comfortable using these different operations. But yeah, see you in the next video.